card. When I die, I want my last words to be, I did it.
Big update in the Sean Diddy Combs case. A federal judge just slammed the door on his last-minute attempt to overturn his conviction, only days before sentencing. Court records show Judge Arun Subramanian made the call on Tuesday, shutting down Diddy's desperate motion once and for all. Prosecutors aren't backing down either. They're pushing for serious prison time, demanding no less than 11 years behind bars. Diddy was convicted back in July on 2 counts of transporting people for prostitution. But here's the twist. He was cleared of the bigger headline-making charges like sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. Still, prosecutors say that doesn't clear him of blame. They claim he's unrepentant and that his actions left people terrified even to this day. The prosecution put it bluntly. He's not being punished for what he was acquitted of. He's being punished for what he was convicted of and how he did it. Meanwhile, Diddy's defense team is fighting hard for a much lighter sentence, arguing he's already done his time. They slammed the government's demand, calling it draconian, and basically saying the prosecutors want to lock him up and throw away the key. But prosecutors fire back, saying this case isn't about revenge, it's about responsibility. They painted Diddy as a man who ruled through fear and control, someone violent and manipulative behind closed doors. And at the center of it all, they pointed straight to his longtime partner, Cassie Ventura, as one of the key figures in this disturbing narrative. Security footage from a hotel paints a chilling picture. It reportedly showed Cassie bloodied and bruised. In court, Diddy himself admitted to physically abusing her, and prosecutors say that's just scratching the surface. They claim it's part of a disturbing pattern, decades of unchecked violence mixed with emotional, psychological, and physical torment. To hammer that point home, they submitted a pile of letters from victims and former associates, including one from Cassie herself. In her letter, Cassie pleaded with the judge to recognize how much strength it took for survivors to finally speak out. She wrote, "I hope your decision considers the many lives Sean Combs has upended with his abuse and control." Another powerful letter came from Mia, a former employee who bravely testified against him. She told the court she wanted a sentence that truly reflects the full damage he caused, one that acknowledges the truth, the pain, and the lives forever scarred. Mia ended her letter with a heart-wrenching plea. "Please, Your Honor, you have the power to show the world and the future that our lives, our voices, our truth, and our humanity matter." The courtroom reportedly went silent after that emotional statement. It hit everyone hard. But hold up, there's more. The story might not stop with Diddy. Rumors are swirling that Snoop Dogg, yes, that Snoop Dogg, is gearing up to break his silence. Word is he's ready to drop bombshells about a criminal empire that reaches deep into the highest corners of Hollywood. Insiders say the list of people tied to this scandal is jaw-dropping, and if Snoop really starts naming names, it could blow the roof off the entire industry.
No, Puffy's sons and my sons have been best friends since they were 6, 7 years old.
We're talking about A-listers, chart toppers, and household names, people you'd never expect, who allegedly helped Sean Combs run those wild, secret freak-off parties. The word on the street is the feds have video evidence, and dozens of witnesses are already cooperating. Hollywood's biggest secret might be seconds away from blowing wide open, and this time it's not just another tabloid headline. It's the kind of scandal that could shake the entire entertainment world to its core. Now, buckle up, because this story's about to get crazy. Right now, Sean Diddy Combs is sitting in a federal jail cell, and sources say the walls are closing in fast, not just on him, but on some of the most powerful names in Hollywood. The pressure's building, and nobody wants to be the next one caught in the blast. But here's where it gets absolutely wild. This isn't just about Diddy anymore. This might be bigger than anyone imagined. Investigators are reportedly looking into a deep network of celebrities, producers, and industry elites who allegedly played a role in running one of the darkest underground operations the entertainment world's ever seen. And now Snoop Dogg is rumored to be gearing up to expose everything: names, connections, and details that could completely rewrite Hollywood's history. Let's break it down, because the federal case is way more than just Diddy's personal downfall. The charges? We're talking about serious accusations: racketeering conspiracy, trafficking by force, fraud and coercion, plus transportation for prostitution. If the feds can prove even part of this, it won't just be Diddy facing time. It could trigger a domino effect that takes down an entire empire. These are the kinds of charges that can lock someone up for life. But here's the major detail everyone's overlooking. The prosecution says loud and clear that Diddy didn't pull this off by himself. According to the indictment, he allegedly used his companies, his employees, and his inner circle of loyal associates to make sure everything went his way. This wasn't just one man gone rogue. This was an organized, carefully built operation with people involved at every single level. Back in March 2024, the feds raided multiple properties linked to Diddy, and since then, they've spent months digging through mountains of evidence. We're talking about alleged recordings from those so-called freak-off parties, stacks of financial documents, private communications, and testimony from a long list of victims and witnesses. Investigators claim they now know exactly who was there, what went down, and who helped make it all happen. It's looking like a web that's finally starting to unravel, and no one's safe from the fallout. Now here's where things take an unexpected twist. Snoop Dogg. His name keeps popping up, and what he knows could change everything. For years, Snoop was right there in Diddy's inner circle, attending those elite gatherings, tied into the Bad Boy Records empire, and watching what really went on behind the curtains of fame. But something shifted in 2021 when his wife, Shantae, stepped in as his manager. Insiders say the moment she took charge, she started pulling Snoop away from Diddy's world fast. And here's the wild part. This was years before any charges were made public. So the big question everyone's asking is, what did Shantae see or sense that made her cut ties with one of hip-hop's most powerful figures before the storm even hit? Word on the street says Snoop's been keeping sharp mental notes about everything he saw at those infamous parties. Not just vague memories, specific moments, specific people, and some seriously shady activity. If he decides to cooperate with federal investigators, his insider knowledge could hit Hollywood like a wrecking ball. The kind of testimony he could give might expose dozens of high-profile celebrities who thought they were untouchable. Now let's talk about the celebrity circle already under the microscope. Those guest lists from Diddy's parties over the years look like a red carpet lineup straight from an award show. We're talking Jay-Z, Beyoncé, Kim Kardashian, Jennifer Lopez, Drake, Justin Bieber. The list goes on and on. Basically, every A-lister you can name has crossed paths with those events at some point. But here's the key detail everyone needs to remember. Just being at a party doesn't mean someone's guilty. The feds are drawing a hard line between attending and participating. They're not chasing people who just showed up for a drink and dipped early. They're zeroing in on those who allegedly helped plan, organize, or cover up what really went down behind the scenes. According to prosecutors, this whole setup ran like a machine. Diddy's security team, household staff, personal assistants, and close associates all allegedly played their parts. The claim is that some helped hide what was happening through hush money, intimidation, and threats. And while a few might try to defend themselves by saying they were just following orders, investigators say the evidence will tell a much darker story, one that could finally reveal how deep this network really went. The big question now is who was a willing participant and who was truly coerced into all this chaos. One name already caught up in the storm is Young Miami, Diddy's recent girlfriend and one half of the rap duo City Girls. But this isn't just a story about romance and fame. According to producer Lil Rod's lawsuit, Diddy's longtime dealer, Brendan Paul, supposedly handled the supply for those wild parties until he got arrested. After that, prosecutors say Diddy turned to Young Miami to make the deliveries herself. In return, he allegedly promised her a major boost in her music career and exclusive industry connections. The allegations paint her as more than just a bystander. She was supposedly a key player keeping those private events running smoothly behind the scenes. Now, Young Miami has publicly denied ever receiving an allowance or special treatment from Diddy. She stood firm, saying she was never part of anything illegal, but investigators suggest there's evidence linking her deeper into the operation, raising questions about just how far her involvement might have gone. In past interviews, Young Miami opened up about how Diddy saw more in her than music and offered her new business ideas and opportunities. But looking back at those comments now, they sound way darker than they did before. Was Diddy really talking about legitimate business moves, or was he quietly pulling her into something criminal, using power and promises as bait? And this is where Lil Rod, producer Rodney Lil Jones, comes in with chilling details. His testimony lays out what it was really like working inside Diddy's tight inner circle, describing moments that, if proven true, could completely change the way the world views one of hip-hop's biggest icons.
According to his lawsuit, producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones says he worked on Diddy's latest album between September and November of 2022, and what he describes sounds like a total nightmare. He claims Diddy made unwanted sexual advances, groped him several times, and ran a toxic, fear-driven workplace where no one dared to say no. Employees were allegedly pushed to work non-stop, with Diddy barking orders like, "Don't go to sleep until it's done," a command that created pure chaos behind the scenes. But the most disturbing part of Lil Rod's lawsuit is one chilling quote. He says Diddy looked him dead in the eye and said, "I'll smack my mama," a shocking statement meant to prove he'd do anything to get what he wanted, no matter who got hurt in the process. That kind of mindset, Lil Rod claims, set the tone for everything. An environment where control, intimidation, and fear ruled, and where wrongdoing became normal for anyone trying to stay close to power. These claims, if proven true, paint a dark picture of a man who used fame and influence as tools to dominate everyone around him. Anyone who resisted allegedly faced threats, humiliation, or being completely cut off from the industry. And if that wasn't enough, things take an even darker turn when you bring in Jaguar Wright. The outspoken singer has been dropping bombshell claims about Diddy for months, and what she's saying has left people stunned. According to Wright, intimate recordings involving major celebrities, names like Justin Bieber and Drake, were allegedly being sold on the dark web. Think about how wild that sounds. This isn't just about scandal or blackmail. It's about the commercial exploitation of private footage featuring some of the world's most famous stars. If even a fraction of what Jaguar Wright is saying turns out to be true, this could be one of the biggest and most disturbing stories the entertainment industry has ever faced. If these allegations turn out to be true, then Diddy wasn't just throwing wild parties. He was allegedly running a calculated, well-organized operation that went way deeper than anyone realized. And when you think about what this could mean for some of the names tied to it, things start to look a lot darker. Take Justin Bieber, for example. He's spoken publicly for years about battling mental health struggles and substance issues. But when you look at those comments now, in light of these allegations, they hit totally different. In one interview, Bieber even said, "People around me were just kind of hanging on, wanting stuff from me." Could he have been hinting at something far more sinister behind the scenes? Now, let's talk about the investigation itself, because it's massive. Federal prosecutors are treating this as one of the biggest cases the entertainment world has ever seen. They say they've gathered testimony and evidence from dozens of witnesses and victims, and at least 2 new insiders are reportedly ready to cooperate and testify before the grand jury. Things are heating up fast, and it looks like the government's case is expanding far beyond what anyone expected. This isn't just about what went down at parties, it's about what prosecutors describe as a pattern of organized crime. The allegations include bribery, intimidation, financial manipulation, and the use of Diddy's entire business empire to hide and facilitate illegal activities. Federal agents have made it clear they're not stopping at Diddy. They're going after everyone who played a serious part in this alleged network. That reportedly includes celebrities who helped set up events, staff who made sure things ran smoothly, and business partners who helped bury the truth. And yet, what's most chilling right now is the silence. The entertainment industry, usually so loud and outspoken, has gone completely quiet, and that silence is speaking volumes. One of the most shocking parts of this entire scandal isn't just the allegations, it's the silence. Ever since Diddy's arrest, Hollywood has been unusually quiet. You'd think we'd see celebrities rushing to condemn his alleged actions, or at least distance themselves from him. But instead, it's been crickets. That hush says more than words ever could. This silence shows just how much power and fear Diddy allegedly built around himself. For decades, he wasn't just any other celebrity, he was a gatekeeper. With one phone call, he could launch a career or destroy one overnight. People in the industry knew that, and many reportedly stayed quiet even when they suspected something wasn't right, because crossing him could mean losing everything. But here's the twist, that silence could end up backfiring. The longer the big names stay quiet, the more suspicious it looks. The feds are reportedly keeping tabs, watching closely who's speaking up and who's keeping their heads down. And most importantly, why? The lack of public statements isn't just fear anymore, it's starting to look like self-protection. Prosecutors describe this as part of Diddy's so-called intimidation machine. Victims believed they couldn't say no to him without risking their careers, their money, or even their safety. This wasn't just about power, it was about control. Diddy allegedly used his wealth, his influence, and his spotless public image to keep everyone in line and his secrets buried deep. He had the money to make problems disappear, the connections to silence accusers, and the charm to reward anyone who helped protect his empire. Behind the glitz and luxury, it's starting to look like there was an entire system built to keep people scared, silent, and stuck. And now that system is finally cracking open. Diddy didn't just have power, he allegedly had the kind of control that could destroy people who dared to go against him. Careers could vanish overnight, reputations could be crushed, and anyone who refused his demands might have faced real threats, financially, professionally, or even physically. It wasn't just influence, it was fear disguised as fame. Now, imagine what happens if Snoop Dogg and other insiders decide to fully cooperate with the feds. This could shake Hollywood to its core. We're not just talking about exposing one powerful man abusing his position. We're talking about an entire web of enablers, partners, and high-profile insiders who allegedly kept the machine running for years. If these investigations move forward, we might be staring at one of the biggest industry cleanups in modern history. The stakes are high sky. Prosecutors could bring charges not only against Diddy, but also against A-list celebrities, music executives, and other influential figures who might have played a part in covering things up. Some of these people might try to flip the narrative, claiming they were victims too, saying they were manipulated or pressured into staying silent. But in the end, the evidence will separate the truly coerced from those who were willing participants. Investigators already have what they call hard proof: video recordings, financial transactions, private communications, and detailed witness testimony, all building a picture of who really did what and who helped make it happen. But this case isn't just about one man or one group. It's a cultural moment that could change how the world views fame and power. For too long, money and status have acted like shields, protecting the elite from real accountability. This time, though, it looks like that protection might finally be cracking. The Diddy case isn't just a scandal, it's a wake-up call showing that even the most powerful can't outrun the truth forever. But this time, things are different. The federal government is sending a loud message: no one is untouchable. It doesn't matter how rich, famous, or powerful you are. If the evidence holds up, justice is coming for everyone involved. This could mark a major turning point in how society holds the elite accountable for what happens behind closed doors. We're not just watching another celebrity controversy play out, we're witnessing what might become the biggest scandal in entertainment history. With Snoop Dogg reportedly ready to talk and the feds building solid cases against multiple people, Hollywood could be on the edge of a reckoning that's been years, maybe even decades in the making. The question isn't if more names will fall, it's how many careers will crumble when the truth finally hits the light. The ripple effect from this could change everything we thought we knew about power, loyalty, and fame. So what do you think happens next? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to keep the conversation going. Smash that notification bell so you don't miss any single update, because this story, it's far from over. I'll be here breaking down every twist and turn as it unfolds. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.